G'day guys, Luke Stevens from Port Shipping Containers, and today I've got a really nice simple cafe to show you. This one's going out to Oberon in New South Wales. It's going to Mayfield Gardens. It's a botanical garden out there. Now they've got restaurants and glamping all spread through their 75 acres of garden, and this is going there to help sort of lighten the load of some of the pre-existing kitchens and cafes that they've got currently there. It is a pretty simple little build, and it's really quite a good showcase to show you what you can get into for not much money if you want to set up your own cafe. So come on, we'll go have a look through now. What I'll do is I'll show you some of the key features of the outside of this container before we move inside. So what you'll see behind me here is a 3-metre wide service awning. This is a really kind of standard offering when it comes to service awnings, and you'll see here that this one's simply just a gas strut operated awning. Now you'll see also that we've got these engineered lockout bars holding the awning up, and that's just for an added precaution for safety. Really quite simple to take on and off when it comes time for opening and closing. You simply just take them straight out, and we're able to close the awning really easily. And the same for once it's open, we just lock that into place, and that awning is going absolutely nowhere. Now, as far as options go, we can fit electric actuators to these awnings as well as hydraulics if we want a simple push button open and close to operate even much larger awnings, but certainly these smaller 3-metre ones are very much manageable even with a gas strut and a lockout in place here. So the paint that we use on our shipping containers is a high build specialised container paint. You won't be able to see it obviously in the video, but to touch you can actually feel the thickness of the paint that we apply to these modified shipping containers. This will ensure longevity, okay? Really good for maintenance, and we're going years and years between having to look at this paint again. So, certainly if we're spending good money on a cafe and it needs to last for a long time, using a really good quality high build paint on these containers ensures a perfect solution long term. As you know, all of our shipping containers are a custom build specific for our clients. So that means that our services can be run practically anywhere that we need to make it really easy for installation once delivered. For this particular build, all the services are going to be placed on this rear wall. So it's perfect. We've got our power and our data junction boxes on this wall, as well as our water inlet. And then underneath here, we've got all of our wastewater outlets. This is for our floor wastes and hand basins, all coming through that bottom rail. It'll just ensure that when this does get delivered in a couple of days' time, hookup is going to be really simple and we can get trading practically straight away. With our personal access doors that we would typically put into a shipping container, we've gone through a lot of different suppliers over the years, and recently we've landed on what I believe is probably the best personal access door for shipping containers. This is a Latham's door. These guys are in WA, and we stock these Australia-wide in all of our facilities. The quality of these doors, you will feel the second you touch them. They are heavy-duty doors, but extremely easy to operate, of course. They do come with a lot of flexibility too, so we can actually put lever handles on these as standard. They also come with air relief grills or vents in the doors as standard, as well as viewing windows and different sizes depending on the build or the requirements we need. So very happy with the quality of the door that we're putting into these shipping containers at the moment. As you can see inside, this is a really simple little cafe, okay? There's a few things that the client will be doing on site themselves, And this is a prime example of us working closely with our customers to develop something exactly what they need, and working with them to be able to help them provide, cost-saving measures to be able to do things once on site as well. So coming inside, what you'll see here is we've installed our stainless steel benches across the top. Now you can also see that we've sort of left a lot of the protective films over our stainless steel, sort of peeled back as much as we could so we can seal off all the benches perfectly with our food grade sealants. And that goes for the same as our knee operated hand basin here. All the protective films are still on as much as we can to ensure a perfect stainless steel finish for the client when they get here. We have got some fridges down the back here. Now they're going to be sort of packed up for transportation, but the intention will be that these fridges will be mounted on this back wall, and the client's going to then install their own freezers. You'll see here that the double sink is actually missing, and the reason why is our customer already had a stainless steel double sink on the property that they're going to utilise in this cafe. So we've done everything we need here as far as hot water systems, our drainage, and our taps down here for them to simply mount their sinks in this location once it's delivered. Some of our standard features that you're going to see in a lot of our builds is also in this cafe. So we've got our insulated walls and ceiling, and you can see here that we've sealed all the joins perfectly with a food grade sealant. So we've got a seamless finish throughout the ceiling and all the walls. And you've got our commercial grade vinyl flooring that's going to need a mop out once I'm finished this video before the client gets it. And we've also got our stainless steel floor waste. You'll see that the vinyl floor is also coved up the walls for easy maintenance and cleaning at the end of the day. Across the ceiling, we've got plenty of LED downlights as well as a smoke detector in the middle, which is going to be really good. And this is actually a really light filled space with this much downlights on the ceiling. We've got a ton of power throughout the entire container. So we've got a 15 amp inlet here, and that's going to be for specific equipment down this end that the client's going to be providing, as well as some plenty of double GPOs across the back wall. And that's going to give us a lot of flexibility for mounting our single glass display fridges across the back here, and possibly even some more stainless steel benches across here for some prep area. And we've got that power on that back wall. These have been specifically placed to the client's requests. So these are exactly how he needs them to be able to finish this build off once it's delivered on site. The final fit off for the electrical and the data is just about finished. This will be finished today, but underneath the counter what you're going to see is plenty of power options, and this is going to be to power the POS system at the front as well as the coffee machine. So down the other end there you'll see we've got the plumbing and the tongue dish connections for the coffee machine. Now the client will be coming back to us today with some final measurements on some through holes that we'll be placing into this stainless steel counter for them, just to make cable management a little bit easier for them once it's delivered. So we will be putting a couple of holes in this counter, and that'll be done very soon. Down this end of the cafe, what we're going to have is obviously our light switch. We've got an exit light above the door. One of the last things that we're going to do to this container will be to install a soft close on this door, just for a bit of convenience and having that door closed by itself. And we've got our switchboard down here for all of our electrical equipment. So it's all conveniently located down this end of the cafe, and there's still plenty of room down here for other equipment as well. So there's a fair amount of space down here that's giving us a lot of flexibility. There is a couple of sink options that we can choose when building cafes and kitchens. I do particularly like these type of sinks as opposed to more of an elbow operated lever handle. We simply just walk up and it's a push button to be able to hands-free water access. So it's a really simple stainless steel sink, really good quality, really happy with those ones. Okay guys, and that is it. This is a really classic example of a very simple cafe build, yet done to the highest of qualities without cutting any corners. We had the clients down here from Mayfield Gardens yesterday to do a final walkthrough of the build, and they were over the moon. They were extremely happy with the overall quality and the fixtures that we've been able to install for them. This will be going out in a couple of days after a final few touches. But if you want something similar to this, or if you've got something in mind that you would like to discuss with our team, something maybe a little bit more elaborate, reach out to them today. They'll be more than happy to start helping you work through that process of understanding what's required and getting some prices drawn up for you. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. That really helps the algorithms a lot and allows us to do great videos like this well into the future. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.